So today we're going to be talking about the surface area of the cone. What is it? Well, as you probably know, it is the surface area of this circle with radius r plus the surface area of this thing, which is just the rounded edge of the cone. So we say the surface area of that circle is, as you know, pi r squared plus, and then let's say we have this length a. Okay, so it'd be plus pi r a. And you might ask, where on earth did we get pi r a? If your teacher didn't explain that to you, I'm going to explain that to you right now. So let's turn our cone on the side. So it's laying down, let's say, on a flat surface, and this line here is our A, and this is still R, okay? Then we have a larger circle that we're going to make. So pretend this is a perfect circle, which it definitely is not. Okay, and this circle is going to have a radius A. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm taking the cone, laying it down on a flat surface, and I'm just rolling it right on its side. So it's going to follow this path, and this point right here, the end of the cone, the tip of the cone, is going to stay in the same point all the way around. It's going to make a nice perfect circle where its length A ends up being the radius of this circle. So I'm going to explain to you how the surface area is figured out. How this surface area is figured out. So we have a circumference of, let's call it the little circumference. Okay, and then we have another circumference, which is this obviously larger circumference, which is, we'll call it the large circumference. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this cone one rotation. So if I have this point on the bottom here, I'm going to roll it, and at about halfway, I'm going to make a really quick cone here. At about halfway, that point's going to be at the top. Then I'm going to roll it all the way, one rotation. That's a cone. And that point's going to be on the bottom. So I'm following this path. Okay? So rolling this cone is basically, you can think of it as folding out the cone. So you're folding out this surface area over what looks like a piece of pie. I like pie, so it's good. So this surface area here is the surface area of the side of our cone. So let's say a few things. So we can say that this unknown surface area, let's call it A1, divided by the large surface area from our large circumference, which we all know is pi a squared, is equal to, okay, our little circumference, because remember this is a ratio, so this little circumference over the whole circumference has the same ratio as this little surface area over the large surface area. So the little circumference is 2 pi r, which is divided by the large circumference, which is 2 pi a. Okay, so now we have this ratio, and we can calculate this a1. So if we mix, actually let's cancel a few things first. Let's So 2 divided by 2 is 1. Pi divided by pi is 1, so we can just basically cancel those right out. And then we have a1 is equal to r divided by a times pi a squared. Okay, so interesting thing here, we can get rid of this squared because we have an a down here. So a squared divided by a, so a squared divided by a is just equal to a. So a squared divided by a is equal to a. So we have a1 is equal to r pi a. And that is how you solve for the one rounded surface of our cone, which we see right there. Pi r a, pi r a. Well, or pi a, it's all the same thing.